Black History Month means a lot to me. I just feel like it's the time to celebrate us as a culture. Because in schools, a lot like this is the only time they really celebrate us, and I think that it really should be all year and not just this one month. Because Black History is American history. But since we have it, I feel like it's good to focus and everybody. I feel like a lot of schools focus a lot on just MLK and like the basic stuff. I feel like it'd be cool if they went deeper into it. Oh, I feel like I'd like to see like more events around. I live in Madison, so around Madison, like
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of events for a lot of different things. So why couldn't there be one for Black History Month or different culture? You know, I just feel like it'd be good for Madison to come, people in Madison to come together and start events for not only African Americans but for everybody, so they can see like Black history is good and the Black culture is actually a really fun culture. It's mostly just comments. Like you're gonna hear a lot just being a minority, whether it's Black, Asian, being a female. Like people just say things that they think they can say, but I feel like you have to put your foot down right away in order for them to stop. Because as soon as you let one thing slide, they're gonna think it's okay. I remember someone was talking to me and he said the N-word and it blew my mind because I was a second year apprentice at the time. I really didn't know what to do. I didn't say anything at first, but then like as the day went on, I was like, you know what, I gotta say something because it was on my mind. And I said something to him and we talked about it and he was cool about it and never had a problem with him again. So I think putting your foot down is you gotta do that in order for something to stop. I'd say the main thing that I face is like the looks and stares that you get when you go into like a place when it's predominantly white or predominantly, it's just like, because the way I look, I'm African American, I got dreads and this and that. So like, sometimes you just get weird looks or you get people who like try and avoid you or like walking down the street. You'll be walking down the street coming the same way as someone and then like they'll cross the street and you're just like, oh, well, I would have said hi to you. I don't bite, like,
Right.
It's just hard seeing that kind of stuff. It's just more or less microaggressions that you see in your everyday life. More like, it's not like directed towards you, but it's there and it makes you feel a certain type of way. It means a lot to me. Like my dad always told me if I didn't go to college, I should get into trades. And I tried college. I was like, yeah, no, it wasn't for me. But having them in the trades definitely is what got me into the trade. I wouldn't have known about this. I wouldn't have known anything. I feel like don't know where my life would be if my father wouldn't have told me to get into the trades. And it would have been, I just think that having them in the trade is I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them pretty much. They've told me just to make sure, because there's like the old construction worker anger and being grumpy, just make sure you take everything with a grain of salt. Like you can't take everything seriously because you're gonna hear some stuff and you're gonna want to have to say something and you're probably gonna be upset with some of the things they say, but you're gonna have to push through it. Not like direct insults, but like, just things that you wouldn't want to hear regularly, you're probably gonna hear, but you gotta just keep it pushing and move on. You're not gonna be with that person forever, so just spend your time with them and move on. My dad in particular has been a huge role model for me just because like seeing what we went through when I grew up. He didn't get into the trade until I was in like 7th grade. So before that, like it was a real struggle for us and just in life. But he never ever gave up and he always kept it pushing. And I remember in 7th and 8th grade when he was an apprentice, him having school, him not being home a few nights of the week, and it's just like, what the hell sometimes, but he was working his ass off. Now that I'm in it now, like seeing like he was putting in a lot of work and effort to get where he is now, and not only me, but a lot of my family are proud of him. I'd say it'd be my father, just because he's the one who's always telling me like, be better than him, pretty much, be better than him, and I think he's one of the greatest people alive. So it's hard to, match that, and I'm trying, definitely I'm trying, and he never really gives up. He's always gonna give that effort or put in that work to make sure him and his family eats, and I appreciate that a lot. Motivates me, I'm scared of failing, pretty much. I just, I feel like I wanna, I want my father and my parents to be proud of me, and I want them to say that they have a son that did stuff that they couldn't when they were young. I want them to look back and be like, I did good with him. You know. I like all the different people you meet. It's honestly really cool. Like when I first got in, I was kind of skeptical and nervous because I thought like everybody was gonna be, a brute and like angry all the time. But you actually meet some really cool people. Like I hang out with people that I didn't think I'd hang out with outside of work, and it's just the bonds you make is different. Like the people here, they're here to help you. They're not here to like, oh, you're trying to take my job. They're here to like, oh, we're trying to teach you so we can do this together. And I think that's really cool. I think that a lot of journeymen, they pick up a lot of apprentices and they don't understand the impact that they have on them. I don't think fully, because some of the journeymen that I've worked with have had a huge impact on like just staying in the trade and being in the trade, and it's good. My advice is don't let getting in stop you, because you do have to take some tests to get in, and a lot of people I know are scared to even go try and take the test, and it's just like you're kind of already failing without even trying. So how I kind of look at it, you got to try at least, and there's programs out there that help you, like Big Stuff. Like they'll help you to study for the test. They'll give you mock tests and everything. You just kind of got to go and put in the effort. So don't be afraid to put in effort, because a lot of people are, and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So just go for it.